Royalty enters the room. Sports with Royalty. I'm your host, Royalty himself. Listen, man. I said what I said. I saw something throughout that series, and I seen a formula that the Spurs were going to end up taking this game 7. Now, two words I want to say right now. Double team and working. Making SG, he was so exhausted. Making him tired. He had 35 points, 9 assists. That's a good game. Damn good game. But boy, did he have to work his ass off for it. And what the person that was close to him, Carson Wallace had 17 points. Meanwhile, the Spurs had what? All 5 starters, double figures. Champagne 20, Castle 16, Fox 15. Vassell, I told y'all about De'Aaron Fox. He was missing a couple of games in this series. Remember I told you that. Him getting back in there. They could not keep anybody in front of De'Aaron Fox. He can get in the lane when he wanted to. He can do whatever he wanted to do. He was huge last night. And man, that block, Cornell, what's his name? Cornette, that chase down block, man, that's one of the best defensive plays I ever seen in my life. That's the best block I ever seen a Spurs player have. That block, if he doesn't make that block, they probably go down, what 3 or 5 points? 3 to 5. At that time, it was crucial. But that was a tremendous block, man. That block. Man. And Wemby, 22-7, 2 steals, some blocks. Had a Wemby-like game. But I want to point this out. The Spurs just went all out on one thing. SG, have at it. Everybody else, no. You understand? And that's ultimately what it was. And Castle, man, I can't say enough about this dog, man. This dude, those offensive rebounds, the Spurs hitting the glass the way they do. Absolutely. Bully ball. Did you see Castle give SG that shove, get him out the way, then got the N1? Just manhandling. But the Spurs, I just knew that. I said to myself, the Spurs are the better team. They can beat these guys on their home floor in a game 7. But the OKC Thunder, Jalen Williams, was it Jalen Williams? I think he averaged 17 in the regular season, was out. Jay Mitchell with a calf injury was out. Remember I said injuries that's not really being talked about, but it's going to be bigger than what people think. Because the Spurs can empty their bench. OKC can't do that. And the Spurs just imposed their will. And I just saw that Wemby took it personal when he saw SG get that trophy. I think it literally pissed him off. I think that he felt like he rightfully should have been the MVP this year. And I just thought that the Spurs could beat the reigning MVP on his home floor. And now we have a finals matchup with the Knicks and Spurs, a rematch. And I'm probably going to get my pick. I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Maybe get my pick about that, my pick and preview or whatnot. But excellent series, 7 games as I suspected. But I have the knowledge that I feel, and I have the wherewithal. I feel like could. I saw something that I figured the Spurs would pull it off. I just think that there's some couple of factors in there, and tremendous game. Uh, the Spurs would always had an answer for every OKC run. It was crucial towards the end of the half. They end up going into halftime up by 3, but they had just had responded to a run that OKC had. OKC had come back and took the lead. The Spurs fought. They answered and it was always somebody different. Fox, Hat Castle, Champagne. It was just a total team effort for the Spurs. They are a complete team. This is going to be an incredible finals. Incredible finals. Uh, and people, I haven't had many comments on this channel, but I got one. How people feel about sports and what they think. I understand it, but God gives us many talents, and one talent that He may have given you is to be able to dissect and talk about sports. If God feels like He does not want you to talk about things that He thinks is demonic and rigged, He wouldn't give you the knowledge to talk about. He understands and knows that what's what. It is what it is, man. We just have to, you know, you can only suspect. You can't really call nothing, whether it is or not. Now you trying to figure out how they gonna do it. It's just that simple. But anyway, the Spurs and Knicks. That is going to be a tremendous series because both teams. I think the Knicks are going to really have to, when it comes to their bench, they're going to have to play tremendous. Like I said, the Spurs can go deep into their bench, and young team to go on the road, Game 7 against the MVP and defending champs and win. That's a big deal. That's not to be overlooked. And now we have a rematch with the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks, a rematch for the 1999 Finals on the NBA strike season, shortened season. Uh, I know how much the city of New York is up now. This is y'all chance at redemption. You the same team that you beat in the cup, and I said during the season, I said the Knicks, that cup, winning that cup in the regular season was not enough for the city of New York. You don't hang I still don't like the in season tournament. Leave that in college. You don't bring that to the pro game. No team benefits off hanging a banner in a mid season tournament if it ain't the NBA championship. That is uh just staying in basketball. You know what I mean? So, you know, but nonetheless, great series. Looking forward to covering the Knicks and Spurs. As usual, I call it like I see it, and this shit comes to pass. You know, and I'm gonna continue to do that. I know I feel like I know a little stuff about sports. And I'm just getting off my feet with this channel. But I'm going to continue to drop more. But it's about to get boring as hell because basketball gonna be gone. No football, no. So right now. We just gotta wait to college, come around or whatnot. But I can't wait. Uh, it's a great year for the NBA. So we'll see what happens in the finals. I'll be back tomorrow sometime, probably, most likely, yes, to give you my pick in this year's NBA finals. How many games? Who I think will be the MVP? I kind of already know I know, but I'm gonna wait because this is going to be the Knicks' toughest challenge. The team that's coming out the West for both teams, it's gonna be a great matchup. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for whoever is watching out there. may you stay blessed and safe. Let's continue to sit back and watch this unfold. See what happens. Appreciate y'all. Sports with Royalty. Till next time.